Hello everyone, JRDL96 here with a brand new episode of Black Ops 2. Last time, we all know what happened last time. The stress just kept on building. But the rage just happened and I ended up tossing my controller twice. Second time it bounced up more than it should have, hit the window, and hit a candle that's on the window. Luckily it didn't break anything, but Jesus Christ. I got really angry. Stress just kept on building, and stress would be your downfall for sure. But anyway, we're going to be doing some more Team Deathmatch while we're at it. This is actually take 2 of today's video. The capture device once again acted like a dick and didn't capture it. Even though even though that the capture device froze, the capturing status just froze on me. Still. So I'm gonna be talking about what I recently saw Spider-Man Homecoming. Holy shit, that was a crazy clusterfuck there. Knew I wasn't gonna get anybody, but whatever. Got your ass. But I saw Spider-Man Homecoming, and honestly, Spider-Man Homecoming is a fucking fantastic film. It's a great Spider-Man movie. But there's a little part of me that really deep that I just want to put this in the #1 spot for the best Spider-Man movie of all time. But there's this little part of me that wants to keep Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's films, #1 in my heart. It's hard because I grew up watching and seeing these movies come out. That was a double kill. Holy shit, dude. Dude, that didn't look like a double kill to me at all. It just looked like I just killed one guy and then that was it. Holy shit, dude. But anyways, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man 2 is perhaps my favorite Spider-Man movie of all time. It's a close second place right now, Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm still kind of undecided. I'm gonna have to probably see Spider-Man Homecoming once again. Oh, what the fuck? I just saw a guy standing right next to something and then an explosion happened. Like, what the fuck? But I just, it's a close second. It's a close second place for Spider-Man Homecoming right now. What? The guy goes, what? What? He's like, he couldn't believe I killed him. He couldn't believe I put Spider-Man Homecoming at a close second place to Spider-Man 2. Yeah, that looked weird too. I didn't expect to kill him at all, so I'll be honest, I didn't expect to kill him at all. Not one bit. The guy went, what? He's like me. No, you fuck. Break my 1v1 streak. Is that what that guy's album said? Something stupid along those lines. So far, yeah, no rage. I'm trying. The Path Chosen. That was the guy's name. The guy that went, what? I killed him. I killed that Mataraz JRDL96. How did he kill me? Well, I don't know. It looked weird. I'll be able to admit, yeah, it looked weird. It didn't look like a kill to me at all. But anyways, Spider-Man Homecoming to me is probably my favorite superhero film this year. I haven't seen Wonder Woman or Guardians yet. I'm so fucking I feel so I feel like a fucking asshole for not seeing the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 or even Wonder Woman. I feel like an asshole. But Spider-Man Homecoming, there was like one particular scene, and I'm not gonna really spoil it that much because I know probably not a lot of people have seen it yet. People don't even go to the movies, some people. But this, I don't know if you want to consider this a spoiler or anything, but this scene was kind of fucking funny. It was fucking hilarious because it just gave me flashbacks to Dark Knight Rises and everything. There was this particular scene where Spider-Man was in, because if you remember from some of the trailers, Spider-Man's new costume has like its own AI. And like all these features and everything, and one of these features is like this, I guess, intimidation or interrogation mode. I'm not really sure exactly what it was, but hold on, let me do the countdown first. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Like it's some kind of like interrogation system form, like mode, where and here's the funniest part, like his voice becomes voice modulated, meaning like, you know how Batman and with his voice modulator and everything, like his voice becomes distorted and shit, and it sounds like, to me it sounded like Kylo Ren from Force Awakens. And the funny, like the person that he was interrogating, I think, was Donald Glover's character. But overall, I remember, like, he's like, he was talking like Batman, and it was so fucking funny. And like, Donald Glover's like, "Oh, what are you, a girl?" And he's like, "I'm not a girl, I'm a boy. No, I'm a man." It was so fucking hysterical because it just gave me flashbacks to Christian Bale and as Batman, because of the whole Clint Eastwood voice. Hello. The whole Clint Eastwood voice that's Christian Bale's Batman did. Holy shit. That would have been badass if I got those, at least one of them, but no. But it was just so fucking hysterical that he was like oh, he's like, his voice is so distorted and shit. It was so fucking hysterical. I couldn't stop laughing at it because I just kept getting flashbacks in my head of Christian Bale's Batman. And it gave me the reminder of gave me a flashback to that one scene in The Dark Knight Rises where it's near the end of The Dark Knight Rises, and unfortunately Miranda Tate, or Talia al Ghul, has died, and they have to take the bomb out, and Batman's about to take the bomb out of Gotham, the nuke out of Gotham, and with the bat, and he's about to like leave, and then Gordon's like, "What are you doing?" And then Batman goes in his typical fashion. Excuse me, let me just get my voice ready. He goes, "I can get it out over the bridge." And I'm like thinking to myself, what the fuck did he just say? I swear to God, I swear on a stack of Bibles, that's how it sounded in the movie. "I can get it out over the bridge." And I'm like, what? I thought Bane was hard to understand in the movie. But Jesus Christ. Christian Bale, you have a problem, man. But more Christian Bale was more understandable. Like, you can have an idea of what he said. He's like, "I can get it out over the bridge." That's what he said. That's pretty much what he actually said. But in typical Batman style, he just sounds like he doesn't know. He just says some random fucking shit. Sounds like a bunch of gibberish, and sounds like you have laryngitis. People power. I'm just waiting for him to go, "People power," like John Laurinaitis. "Hey guys, people power." Oh God. But I was just waiting him for go, "Oh, da 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 da," like he's like, I was expecting him to do like a freak out like he did on set one time for Terminator Salvation. When he freaked out on the guy on set. He's like, "I wanted you off the fucking set, you prick." Imagine him talking like that in that he chose that for the Batman voice. Oh, why so serious? Good for you. No, no, Joker, you can't just blow shit up. No. You can't fucking decide for anybody who decides to live or die. You're a fucking amateur, mate. You're you fucking amateur. You and I are done professionally. La-di-da-di-da, go fucking blow up Gotham City. What the fuck is wrong with you, Joker? Fuck off. But like, that would have been hysterical though too. Like the whole, good for you. That might not be my greatest British accent or English accent. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not great with accents. Maybe a few, but not like every single one. Well, I don't know what Wilford's accent is. It sounds like a little bit of Southern, and it sounds like a bunch of gibberish. Like it sounds like Duck Dynasty. Sounds like one of the guys from Duck Dynasty. I'm surprised he doesn't have the full beard and everything. He just has a fucking pink mustache instead. Wait, what? Excuse me, I don't like to be on some duck show. Excuse me, I don't like duck shows. No, I know, Wilford, you don't like that at all. Like, the other accents I could probably do is Arnold Schwarzenegger and everything. Fuck.
Mission failed. Bring it next time.
Look at this guy chill. Look at this fucking guy chilling here. He's fucking amateur, mate. You and I are done fucking professionally. You and Epic Shots 384, you and I are done fucking professionally. You and I are done professionally. Anyway, I got off topic. Back to Spider-Man. Back to Spider-Man Homecoming. That scene when he's like interrogating Donald Glover's character, and he has the distorted voice, like the voice modulator, and I knew right away it was a shot taken at Batman. It was like that obvious one, like the obvious. It was so obvious. I was like, Batman? Is that you? Even though, according to Death Battle, Spider-Man could kill him because he has that spider sense. Well, it's kind of funny that one scene in particular, his spider sense didn't work, apparently. Yeah, I know, like, even though I got killed 3 times in a row by the same guy, I'm not in the mood to rage, because that's not what I want to do. I don't want to rage. It may be fucking hilarious to people where people just keep making fun, like, not necessarily making fun of me, but just laughing at my misery and saying, stress keeps building people. Like, they don't want to do that. Like, I understand, but sometimes you want to keep your sanity intact. Think of positives, like seeing Spider-Man Homecoming. Barely. Barely. But still, whatever, but... What the fuck? I got shot. I got shot behind a wall. Okay. Lag compensation is fucking real, this bitch. This fucking lag compensation is fucked up as fuck. You're fucking amateur, mate. You and I are done professionally, Wi-Fi. That makes no sense. La-di-da-di-da. Are you sure about that? But did Tom Holland do a fantastic... Like, the question is, did Tom Holland do a fantastic job as Spider-Man? Yes, he did. Where does he rank? That's kind of hard for me to decide at this point, because I grew up with with Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. I grew up with that, and honestly, it's really hard for me to really choose, like, exactly who is the best, because I loved all of them. Hey, how's it going, buddy? I don't know, like Tom Holland, he was great. Like he really nailed Spider-Man to me. Holy shit, that was explosive fun. But Jesus. But anyways, Tom Holland did a fantastic job. Tobey Maguire still has a special place in my heart a little bit. But in terms of like performance-wise, Tom Holland is the best. Tom Holland is still the best Spider-Man. Like, he nailed everybody. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment about my shirt, which is the Markiplier shirt. I might get the Wowie shirt. I'm not sure. You fuck, it's hilarious, mate. Oh, he's got the sharpshooter. He's got the sharpshooter. Heads up. Got him. Why did I say he's got the sharpshooter? He's putting in the sharpshooter. He's locking into the sharpshooter. Oh my god, I don't know why I said sharpshooter. Why? Why the fuck did I just say that? He's got the sharpshooter locked in. But anyways, like Tom Holland is the best one, and I thought I was really surprised and really loved Robert Downey Jr.'s. Like, I was surprised at the role that he had, Robert Downey Jr. Like, especially the fact that he's one of the biggest Hollywood stars around, who gets the biggest paychecks out of everybody, who gets like $50 million a fucking picture, where everybody else. Which side of Markiplier, I suppose, do you love the most? Darkiplier? But anyways, the whole thing about... I lost my train of thought. Shit. You don't have to be sorry, but... I'm really, like, wondering, like... I was surprised about the role like Robert Downey Jr. had. It wasn't like a huge role. I was expecting him to be in it a little bit more, but was surprised that he didn't have that many scenes. He had that one scene on when he saved Spider-Man in the ferry on Staten Island. He had that scene where he saved Spider-Man from drowning in the lake, or really his suit was there, but not him. Like, not really him. But there was like, speaking of that scene in the ferry, like when he shows up, he goes, "Hi, Spider-Man." I thought that was hysterical. Just the way he said it, it just sounded like, it reminded me that, unfortunately, I don't know, this is my vivid memory, childhood memories, that Spider-Man Friend or Foe game, where everybody, it was the Sam Raimi movies, all the villains, they were under mind control or some shit. But it's just so funny. It was just the way he said, hi, Spider-Man. It sounded like when Green Goblin shows up, when you fight him, he goes, "Hello, Spider-Man." Like, it sounded so spot on. I'm like, holy shit. Did Robert Downey Jr. voice Green Goblin? That's my sick, twisted way of thinking, but... That was my sick way of thinking, but overall... But just the way he said, "Hi, Spider-Man." And that's all I'm gonna... Like, he said something else right after that, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you because that's part of the movie. I don't know how the hell I got him there, but okay. But, look, I just, like, here's another thing about the movies and everything. Like, my dad said his favorite Spider-Man movies were the Sam Raimi ones with Tobey Maguire, and the reason why is because, yeah, he even said he doesn't like change and how they change stuff in the comics. Especially, he's not a fan of the whole Tony Stark giving him his actual costume. But it obviously had to happen because it had to make sense in this universe standpoint. Because they just introduced this guy into the MCU, so they had to give him a reasonable explanation, logical reasoning of why he should be in this film, in Civil War. Why were you just standing there, man? Why? You're making it easy for me? What was that guy just standing there for? I don't know why that guy was just standing there. He stopped. He was walking up and then he stopped, leaving himself open for me. Like, why? Fuck. I just waited till the last possible second. Fuck. That was a boom. Boom shakalaka. Fuck. That still got him? I'm surprised. Ah. I ended up tied for third. Okay. He's not cute, but there's this particular, like, obviously I'm not, like, he said that he loves the fact that he, I don't know why I lost my train of thought because of the whole guy standing in the middle of the hallway, but he doesn't like the change in comics, but he really loved the fact that Spider-Man produced his own webbing. He produced his own webbing with his body. His body produces it, like the organic webbing. Yeah, it's funny that no one whined about that, but they whined about the Mandarin plot twist. Holy shit. Like, I'm not one of those people that bitched about the Mandarin twist in Iron Man 3. But anyway, whatever. So, yeah, look, I'm not, like, that familiar with comics. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do another round. But I'll just end it with this. Like, I'm not that familiar with comic books. I'm not, like, a huge comic book guy. Like, I'm somewhat of a comic... I would read, like, a comic book once in a while, whatever. But recently at Eternal Con, the same place where I met CM Punk, I bought a comic book. Like, a classic comic book. It's an issue of The Amazing Spider-Man, and this is from 1988, issue 306. And what makes it more what makes it more awesome for me, and the reason why I bought it, was because of Spider-Man's position and pose, which is obviously significant too. I'm gonna pull it up right here. As you can see, Spider-Man's lifting up a police car in the air, whatever, or just smashing it right into a fucking fountain. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's just having fun with the cop car. Jesus Christ, I never knew Spider-Man was that crazy. But what makes it more significant to me, and obviously a lot of people know where I'm going with this, the same pose. Doesn't that pose look oddly familiar to another comic book character? Does that that pose look oddly familiar to another comic book character? Let me pull up that one too. That is Superman's comic. That was the same position as Superman's first issue. And here's another thing about Superman. Another Superman Easter egg, or not technically two. Superman Easter egg number 1. On the police car, you'll see the numbers 1938 on the cop car, on the back of the car, which is obviously significant because that was the year Superman debuted, which was 1938. And the other, I don't know if you want to call this another Easter egg, but I noticed this just now, like before I started recording. But the guy that's like panicking and he's right under the car and he's like to the right of Spider-Man, the guy with the glasses, he looks like that guy kind of looks like Clark Kent. That guy's probably dressed up oddly to look like Clark Kent. So I think that's another reference. Hey, this is a homage to Superman, even though it's Spider-Man doing it. But yeah, I was more surprised at the price of it, which was like $16. Yeah, I'm not gonna be shady about the price, but the price was cheap. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that not higher? Especially with the pose and the obvious reference to Superman. Like, maybe it's because the story was Humbug's back and there's a crisis on campus. What the who's Humbugs? Humbug. Who the fuck is that? Maybe that's the reason why. And comic books back in 1988 were $1. How crazy is that? $1 back in the day. And it obviously has the approved by the Comics Code of Authority on there too. But anyways, enough rambling. But yeah, I was really surprised at the price. Like, $16? I was expecting maybe $100, especially because that's an iconic pose for Spider-Man, even though that's a Superman pose. Like look at, I remember also seeing the first issue of Spider-Man with the black suit on, and I think that one was shit, I forgot how much it was. I think it was either $300 or $625. Because I also saw the NES Classic Edition over there, and that was $300. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. The first time I ever seen it in person, and it's $300 fucking dollars. And no, I'm not excited about the SNES Classic Edition, because I know Nintendo's gonna do the stupid same bullshit, where they claim they're out of parts, but that doesn't stop them from producing more. That was so fucking stupid with their stupid excuse. I'm like, dude, you said that the first time when you were making the original fucking NES. You said that, like, after like 20 years of making the NES parts, you're like, oh, we're discontinuing the NES because we're out of parts of it and everything. And then many years later, the parts magically return out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? And then they still claim the out of parts fucking thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know Nintendo's gonna do the same shit with the SNES. You know it. I see it coming from a mile away, so don't be surprised if the stock is fucking out of stock, and then everybody, like Mr. Moneybags from Spyro the Dragon, go on eBay and Amazon and put it up for like $5,000 and $1 million. Don't be surprised if you see shit like that again. Because that was what made it so fucking bullshit. But anyways, I think I've ranted enough about Nintendo or whatever, and talking about Spider-Man and shit like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Be sure to also check out my Instagram as well. I make cool edits of Markiplier, Darkiplier, Jacksepticeye, even myself, which is weird. I also do reenactments, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm about to be part of my first MEP, and gonna be doing my first collab soon. I'm just gotta wait for the other person to finish their part first. Even though we've been talking about it for like months, and hopefully this video goes through because this is the second time I did this take. But anyways, until next time, JRDL96 signing out, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.